All right, so this is Jason Yarusi. Welcome back to this week's weekly webinar. I am Jason of Yarusi Holdings. We're a multifamily investment firm here in Middle Tennessee. And today we're going to talk about strategies to maximize your cash flow on your properties. But before we get started, if you want to tune in each and every week to hear more about the topics that focus all on multifamily, make sure to go down there and you hit that follow button. So today we're talking about strategies for cash flow optimization. Now, a lot of this is really just understanding the cost parameters for your property. There's a really awesome way that you can always find opportunities to just create or drive the income. However, your property, because you are going to run it the correct way, is always going to have an expense ratio for which this property will be operating. I like to look at it as an expense per unit. So understanding the opportunity there from your expense side of where your property is going to operate gives you the best ability to understand where the cash flow creation can start from. Now, within those expenses there, you can make sure you are optimizing on that stance. Are you paying for utilities, right? Are potentially the cable? Are you paying for water? Are you paying for electric? Or is there any of these utility fees that can be passed back to the tenants here? Is there a way to go back there and optimize getting a better insurance quote that sticks and fits better with the property? Can you do other things to cut down on your utility bills on the outside where you can look at focusing on a water strategy plan? Do you have the right team in place, right? From a point of leasing people and maintenance people, or do you have the right team in place? Do you have more than you need? Do you have less than you need? And do you have the right marketing package in place? Ideally, you may be needing to spend more marketing, or ideally, you may have the wrong marketing, the wrong situated marketing. And that really could be harboring to add more to your overall bottom level from where your expenses could be. Now, from a revenue standpoint, you have to make sure that you're meeting the market and you're finding ways to add value, right? Of course, there's always the way to charge rent. However, are you charging the application fees, the late fees, the pet fees? Are you charging for other things from utility fees? Are you charging for short-term fees? Are there other ways that you can look at this to be proactive? Now, from a property standpoint, can you do other things to add value, right? Is there additional storage that you could charge to tenants? Is there a trash valet that you could charge? Is there prime or preferred parking space opportunities or covered parking that you can build back from those tenants? So you can look at your property from both the income and the expense side, but ideally you need to understand where the expenses will operate at for you to have the best understanding of how to drive your property to make sure that you can maximize on the income and still leave yourself enough cash flow to be able to pay down, of course, your mortgage and have reserves for the property to be able to operate in the future as larger capital expenditures come up. All right, so that's what I got for today. That's some ways you can make sure you can maximize and optimize the cash flow in your property. I'm Jason Yarusi from Yarusi Holdings. Each and every week, make sure you go down there and you hit that follow button so you are alerted each and every time we have a new webinar coming out to you on Thursdays. Let's do this.